Beijing, the ancient capital of 5 Chinese dynasties, is now shrouded under an unpleasant veil. Li Lai, China Country Director for WRI, always checks the air quality index on her mobile phone in the morning.
我自己备有3种不同款式的口罩，根据雾霾指数的不同来选择戴哪一款口罩。
By 2016, the population of Beijing grew to over 21.7 million, and the number of civil vehicles was nearly 5.5 million. Vehicle-related emissions have become the leading contributor to air pollution in Beijing. Congestion and air pollution due to vehicle activities have constrained economic growth and social development of the city. Dr. Li, together with her team, has declared war against smog. Their goal is lower emissions, better lives. WRI launched the Beijing Low-Emission Zone and Congestion Charging Project, LEZCC, in 2014. This project was meant to assist Beijing in introducing policy packages for congestion mitigation and to help the city achieve its target set for transportation-related emissions reduction. However, dealing with smog is very complicated, especially when there are many stakeholders involved in the process. So, how can the WRI China office, as an independent research institute, fight smog? What is the key for their success? In January 2016, WRI assisted the Beijing Municipal Commission of Transport, BMCT, to inform 387 Beijing Municipal People's Congress, BJMPC representatives and 207 Beijing People's Political Consultative Conference, BJPPCC representatives about LEZCC practices at the Beijing government's annual 2-sessions meeting. Meanwhile, Mr. Stanley Yip, one of the representatives of BJPPCC, submitted our motion on LEZCC to former Mayor Wang Anshun at the 2 sessions. The process of policy change can be promoted through effective communication with decision makers. With the persistent efforts of WRI, Beijing's municipal government, other local governments across China, and the national government have included the goal of reducing motor vehicle usage through a combination of economic mechanisms and necessary administrative measures in new policies concerning urban transportation management. For example, a pricing mechanism should be set up to mitigate urban congestion from the implementation suggestions on boosting the reform of pricing system issued by Beijing municipal government. Implement differentiated parking fees and develop a dynamic adjusting system in the Beijing Vehicle Parking Management Regulations.
由这个世界资源研究所和这个 CIFF 基金会组织的国际城市的考察和研究活动，对于北京交通在研究相关政策和技术方案方面有了很积极的帮助。
In October 2013, Mr. Liu Xiaoming, former director of BMCT, signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with Dr. Andrew Steer, president and CEO of WRI. WRI thus became the only international think tank that formally signed an MOU with BMCT.
世界资源研究所就是跟我们在合作的过程当中，我们感觉到就是你的专业性，同时作为一种非常客观中立的。 没有一种倾向性的这个我觉得也是这个做法也是比较好的。
Since there are no previous LEZCC cases in China, policy options are difficult to choose. It is of crucial importance to carry out scientific, objective, and comprehensive evaluations on policy implementation outcomes.
我们擅长定量和定性的分析方法，从数据分析入手，建立了交通减排政策的评估方法。 评估不同政策情景下的减排效果。
The project estimated that by 2020, an LEZCC policy in Beijing could lead to a 20.4% reduction in CO2, equivalent to the amount of carbon sequestered by 130 million tree seedlings grown for 10 years. A 21% reduction in PM2.5, equivalent to an entire year of PM2.5 emissions from 255,000 cars that meet China 4 emission standards. The economic benefit generated from emissions reductions, $800 million, equivalent to around 0.2% of Beijing's GDP in 2015. More than 1 billion Chinese, including 166 million children, are exposed to air quality that is considered unsafe for more than half of the year. How can we quantify the health impacts of air pollution? Can LEZCC policy improve public health?
我们建立了一套交通污染物排放对健康影响的模型，目的是测算不同政策情景下的排放对人群健康的影响及其社会经济成本，以及污染水平下降所产生的健康效益及经济效益。
WRI has developed the first evaluation system in China for scientifically quantifying the public health benefits of transport policies. This is the first attempt to quantify the influence of mobile source emissions on public health in China. The institutional barriers on information exchange and management among transportation, environmental protection, public health, and economic management have been broken down for the first time. The project is now able to support decision-making from a public health perspective. Public acceptance is another important factor for the government to consider while making decisions. However, until recently, awareness and attitudes of Beijing residents towards CC policy have been unknown.
这是一次针对拥堵收费政策的民意调查课题研究，在今年的4到6月间，有30余名像薛亚宁、刘风雪这样的学生调查员走上街头，随机对市民进行面对面的访问。与此同时，调查还通过网络和社交媒体同步进行，历时3个月，共回收市民问卷8460份，商户问卷1798份。
这次调查本身来说，在北京整体上面制定公共政策来说，是一个比较具有里程碑意义的一项工作啊。当我们的这个受调查者他越了解拥堵收费政策的时候，他越倾向于支持我们拥堵政策的发布，所以这个也给政府很多的工作提出了一个很好的这个支撑，也明确了一些工作方向。
The survey successfully attracted attention from the Ministry of Transport, MOT. In response, Li Lailai and Liu Daizong from the WRI China office met with Liu Xiaoming, Vice Minister of MOT, to give a detailed description on the survey. The survey shows that public acceptance of CC is increasing, indicating that public support is enough to implement the policy. Nevertheless, the government has limited experience with implementation of LEZCC policy. WRI, with strong expertise and international resources, demonstrates its professional competence by providing assistance in decision-making and technical guidance. In October 2014, BMCT allocated 50 million RMB to start the demonstration project of technical research and application for LEZCC policy. WRI recommended an expert on London's congestion charging scheme who provided support on the testing of electronic toll collection systems. In 2017, Liu Daizong, WRI China Sustainable Cities Programme Director, was appointed as a member of the 3rd BMCT committee. Liu Daizong is the only representative from an international think tank and is now taking an active role in the decision-making process concerning Beijing's transportation management.
我们为什么把第一个拥堵收费低排区研究和示范的项目选择在北京开展？是 是因为北京是首都，它有非常强的示范效应。我们正在以访谈、研讨会、培训的多种形式，将北京的成功经验正在向全国20多个城市进行推广。
WRI has established a close relationship with China's central government, National Development and Reform Commission, the Ministry of Environmental Protection, the Ministry of Transport, and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Rural Development. We turn big ideas into action through our collaboration with the government. China plays an irreplaceable, important role in the battle against global climate change. This flagship project is highly spoken of by the presidents and managing directors of WRI.
So what did WRI bring to the table? The first is strong analytical work that helps frame and offer solutions to the second thing that is the global reach that the organization brings. But what was really distinct about this project was the public engagement and communications strategy. So we're really delighted to partnering with CIF on this flagship initiative.
With the support of WRI and its partners, on September 21, 2017, Beijing set up a low-emission area for cargo vehicles within the 6th Ring Road for the first time, in order to reduce vehicle emissions and improve air quality.